And welcome back to the Roger Hedgecock Show at the Aramco Group studio at UTTV. Kimberly Graff is with me from Furs by Graff's family-owned business. Been here since 1929. Started by your parents?
Actually, my grandmother.
Your grandmother started it. Yes. You mentioned in the article today in the UT that you're of German stock. Is this kind of a traditional thing in your family, the being furriers?
Well, I'm the third generation. My father's generation was in it for many, many years, and now the third generation is involved.
1929 is a long time ago. Not many businesses trace themselves back that far, Kimberly,
Absolutely.
but you've been there a long time doing this. What exactly is your business? What do you do?
Well, we are a full-service furrier. We do all the services, cleaning and glazing, repairing, remodeling, and then we also have an inventory that's for sale. So we're full service. We do everything, anything and everything involving fur.
Now, you don't kill the animals.
Right. They're raised on farms.
How do you get the furs?
Well, we have a buying service in New York, and that's where the bulk of the industry is. And if we need pelts of a certain type, if we don't have them in-house, then we go to our skin matcher in New York.
Okay. And they get pelts from all over the world?
Yes, depending on the type of fur. The United States raises the best mink, so
Okay.
if we need mink, it's the U.S. farmers. Sable comes from Russia. Lynx comes from Canada and Russia, so it just depends on the type of fur.
Okay, so you get that out of New York.
Correct.
You're a retailer.
Yes.
It's like you don't milk, it's like being at the grocery store business. You don't milk the cow. You get the milk in the cartons and you put it up on the shelf and you sell it.
Right.
That's what you're doing.
Right.
And you're also, of course, repairing and doing all the rest of it for people
Sure.
who have fur coats already. And you've got a variety of fur coats for men and women.
Correct.
Do you also store furs there?
We do. We have everything under one roof.
Yeah, all right. Now this business is where, so Kearny Mesa or someplace?
Yes.
Kearny Mesa.
Kearny Mesa.
And here's the headline, FBI investigating San Diego fur shop attack. Attack, what happened?
Well, we were attacked. It's a terrorist attack on our building and then also at my home and my parents' home.
Now this picture shows a motorhome.
Yes.
It says murderer and stuff like that on
Right.
it. Whose motorhome is that?
That's my parents' motorhome at their address. And it was very personal this time. It's the first time that they've not only attacked the business, but they also attacked the homes. So it's very frightening and it's very unnerving to have your home information and your home attacked like this.
In other words, these guys know, and we're talking about the Animal Liberation Front, and they've apparently taken credit for this on their website, bragging about it basically, that they did this to your business. But I think most frightening to you from the tone of voice I just heard is that they came to your home and more importantly to your parents' home.
My parents' home, yes. It's frightening. You know, the store is one thing. This is, you know, the acid, all the chemicals that they use, they're toxic chemicals, and it affects the whole neighborhood, both at the homes and also at the business, because it's a hazardous waste and it's just uncalled for and unnecessary. If they don't like furs, that's fine with us. Don't buy them, don't wear them, but leave us alone and let my customers be and us be as law-abiding citizens and law-abiding business owners.
Now, you mentioned that we see the spray painting and we see all that and the trashing of but what's on the truck there? That's acid on the truck?
It's a paint stripper compound, and then on the paint, and then on the windshields it's an acid paste that they used on the vehicles and then also at the homes to etch the glass so that all the glass has to be replaced.
Wow. This is quite a cleanup job. Are you back in business?
Oh yeah, we never were closed. We've been operating the whole time.
What's the reaction of your customers?
Oh, the customers have been fabulous. We've actually made a few sales because people come in with sympathy buys, and so that's been great too.
It says in the headline that the FBI is investigating. Why is that? I mean, it would seem to be a local police matter, but there's something else going on.
Well, I called 911 to report the damage, and law enforcement takes over from there. And so, I'm in favor of any law enforcement that can get involved, that can track these people down and bring them to justice.
Well, they said in the article that the reason the FBI was involved is because there is a federal domestic terror threat here, that they say that this Animal Liberation Front, the FBI, has labeled them a terrorist organization.
Absolutely.
So this is a level above normal vandalism or abnormal vandalism for that matter. This is getting into an area we found a couple of years ago, maybe more than a couple of years ago, when the framed up big apartment project up in University City burned down with Earth Liberation Front. You were hit that same night, I remember.
We were, and actually we got a lot of attention from law enforcement after that attack because they realized that they were connected and that it isn't just a vandalism case, like you said, it's terrorism, and they're trying to put us out of business. That's their stated goal. And like I said, we're a law-abiding business. It's lawful, and we can operate and should be able to operate just like any other lawful business.
Let me go back to a statement you made. The minks that you use are from the United States, and they're from mink farms. In other words,
Correct.
they're not wild animals at all.
Right, right. The bulk of the industry uses ranch-raised animals. There are some animals that aren't ranch-raised that are trapped, but you know, the farms have state-of-the-art facilities, veterinary care. I mean, the animals are treated wonderfully, and that only makes sense because you can't get a good pelt from a malnutrition animal or an abused animal. So it makes sense to treat the animals correctly and humanely, and that's what the fur industry does.
All right. Well,
Humane use.
It is kind of amazing to me that we've got what amounts to a domestic terrorist threat, that they're going to put you out of business even though you're legal, even though you have these rights, property rights, and you have a right to be in business, and you're licensed to be in business, and you're operating legally.
Right.
And they say, they take it upon themselves to say, no, we'll in effect drive you out of business. I take it you're not going to be driven out of business.
Well, we hope not. We're in our 85th year, and we're hoping to be around for another 85 years.
Are you training your kids to be in this business?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Got the next generation coming up.
So the next generation coming up in Furs by Graff in San Diego. Well, Kimberly, good to see you again. I know we've seen each other over the years, and we
Sure.
appreciate you coming in. And good luck to you and your family, and my best to your folks.
Thank you very much.